Hello everybody and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz. It's tournament time and we have Prove Your Skill winter season here on EU, and boy am I looking forward to it. Today we are following Loka. They are going out in Group 6, so let's have a look at Group 6 and see what notable clans, oh wrong one, oops, have a look at what notable clans we have in Group 6. So gotta roll them all down. Group 4, Group 6. So we're following Loka, which is here. So they have got Forktastic, used to be formerly known as Ariana Grande. Servetastic, who was Servetastic? I can't remember who Servetastic was. Survivor 99 was Servetastic. Then we have Subultastic, Yannitastic. Yannitastic, I believe, used to be called XX Project and then moved to family-friendly Loka. Then we've got Addy76, Jasic, Barontastic. I can't remember who Barontastic was. I've got my notes here somewhere, but I cannot remember, to be honest with you. There we go, Barontastic. Here's my notes. Oh dear, I keep, because they will change their names. So Barontastic was formerly Beacon, of course it was. And then we got Hermoz and Rico-tastic, who used to be Selena Gomez. And then we have Corey Taylor. So that is the Loka team for tonight. They have a particularly easy group, to be honest with you. Immor is in their group, but the way the seeding works is they won't cross paths within Immor main team until the final. First off, they're out against Sin. Now, Sin are rated at 46%, whereas Loka are rated at 69%. So quite a big win rate difference between the two teams there. Also in the group, some notable clans. We have Appa, but I believe that is their second clan, so it's not their first clan. But I'm not 100% certain because there's been a lot of roster changes. But looking at the team list here, I'm pretty sure this is their second team, not their first team. And as I said, they've got UN and M1R, two relatively good teams. Turk Tank is also a relatively okay team, and obviously Vamous of Immor. We've got Romeo Jones, Terminator, Major Flankio Jones, Blazy, Ridaway, Valrider, Preedy, Elons, and Ego Chihai. But the chances of them meeting until the final, there is no chance. I mean, they're only ever going to meet if they're in the final. Looking at the way the way the tournament works out, it's today, tomorrow, then the 26th, then the 28th, then the 30th, 31st. Then we go into February, and then we're moving into then the Winter Championship. Looking at rewards, wow, this is what they're all aiming for, not the credits as such, but these cups. Cups are the big thing, that's what they want. So that is what they will be after. We're not set to go out for another 5 minutes, but I should be getting the invite pretty soon, to be perfectly honest with you. There is a delay on the stream, guys, so as much as I would love to interact with all of you, I can't, but I will say now, hi Spicy, hi Harian, hi Hamode, and hi Treadhead Pete. Like I said, there is a delay, so it's pretty difficult for me to interact with you. The way the tournament works is normal Prove Your Skill tournament. Basically what's going to happen is that we're going to roll out on the hour, and then there'll be a break, depending on how quickly the teams play. It is best of 3, so it's the first of 2 victories, of course. And then we'll have a bit of a break, and then the next time is just turned the 30 past the hour, so it's about 35 minutes past the hour is the second round. And then the next round is just past the hour again, and on it goes. There is also a third place playoff. So, you know, if we're following Loka all the way through, looking at the teams that they have, I'm just going to enter the room and then drop out again. Looking at the teams that they have in their group, it's pretty obvious to me that Loka are going to have quite an easy roll in, to be fair. But there's always upsets. You never know. You never know. Spanners can always be thrown in the works. So it's not guaranteed Loka will get to the final, but the odds are in their favour. So the chances are we're going to follow them all the way to the final. Looking at who they may meet in the final, well, the odds are that they could be meeting Immor. We just don't know yet. On the flip side, my home clan, Vale, they're playing tonight. They're in Group 12. They too have a relatively easy group, with the exception of one clan, and that is Serenity. The chances are they're going to meet Serenity in the semi-final. So that's a big game for my clan, Vale. They could, if they turn over Serenity, they will get to the final, which would be nice. If not, then they'll go into the third place playoff with whoever they're playing then. So I just don't know at the moment how my own clan is going to do, but I wish them the best of luck. In other news, while we've still got time, I heard earlier that everyone's favourite tournament commentator and esports bearded guru, the one, the only Rolling Swarm, is a daddy. There's a mini rolling out there somewhere. So I'm sure you're all with me on wishing Brian, aka Rolling Swarm, utter congratulations on the addition, the latest addition to his family, mini rolling. Congrats, mate. All the best. So he unfortunately had to cancel his stream for tomorrow because he's now a daddy. Massively made up for the guy. Good lad is rolling. Consider him a good friend and really chuffed that he's a dad. He's been looking forward to it. And Amunet has also been looking forward to it. She's been making little prezzies for them, bless. So let's jump into the tournament room. So as you can see already, Loka have read it up. We're going out on Yukon. As I said, it is best of 3. They're playing against Clan Sin. Sin aren't here yet. They've got, well, just over 2 minutes, so they've plenty of time. I'm hoping that the entire team does turn up. I mean, it'd be a shame if they don't. Loka are ready. They're eager for the off to get in and get their game heads on. They've probably been, I mean, this tour did take a lot of clans by surprise. It came around sort of out of the blue. Excuse me while I sip some coffee. Not only that, it's the first time Wargaming have actually done a winter season. So it took a lot of people by surprise. It's normally spring season that kicks off the tournament year. But no, we have a winter season now. So we got 1.5 minutes to go. Again, Sin still haven't turned up. Well, 2 of them have, and that's Chiril and Jackamus. But I'm hoping that he's going to be running. Yeah, BDF, it's Wild's one's helper. So so they still haven't turned up. There's only 50 seconds to go. This is looking like a win by default for Loka. They're starting to see that as well. I'm starting to be tempted to say to Loka, let me play in your place. So 30 seconds left. Don't think Sin are going to turn up. I think maybe that they are a low win rate clan, but that shouldn't stop you from turning up, guys. You should turn up, you know, have your chance to play against Loka, one of the top pro clans, top 4 clan, consistent top 4 clan on the EU server, one of the best clans we have. You know, it's good experience going up. You will get smacked around a bit, that I totally understand and agree with, but guys, you have a good opportunity here to roll out with one of the best clans on EU. So it's a technical win to Loka, basically. So congratulations, Loka. don't think Sin are going to turn up. Which is a shame. I mean, nobody likes to see that, but you know, as I've said before, you can't blame some clans. They see them matched up with these big name pro clans, and it is a bit sort of, why should we bother? We're just going to get smacked. But as I said, I mean, take it as an opportunity, guys. It's a fantastic opportunity to play against one of the best clans on EU. I mean, that's the only thing that should be going through your mind. Imagine the experience. Imagine if one of you got to kill one of the Loka guys. You could turn around and say, "I smacked Immor." That'd be great, wouldn't it? You know, we got destroyed by Loka, but guess what? I destroyed Immor. I'd be proud of that, because they're good players, the Loka guys. And if you just get one kill, I something to be proud of, guys. It really is. Anyway, it does look like Loka are having an even easier group than I expected, with poor old Sin throwing in the towel, realistically. Fantastic is readying up in a drac. Don't think they'll allow you, Fantastic, but I like your optimism. It's pretty cool. This is going to be another technical victory, I'm afraid, to Loka. Sin haven't turned up, so it makes my job easier, but it doesn't make your viewing any nicer, let's be fair. Yeah. So, Loka are already into the next round at the expense of Sin. No point going through anything yet, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and find some replays that I may have knocking around somewhere. Let's have a look. Let's have a go with this one. This is Every Good Vamp is Dark in a Mark 6. Unfortunately, those of you who saw the Asian stream, yes, I know you've already seen this replay, but hey. No, Zero, I'm not allowed to follow Veil for some strange and unknown quirky reason, but I'm just not allowed. So, anyway, so not much I can do about it, guys. Unfortunately, you know, a technical victory is still a victory, whichever way you look at it. We're not due to kick off now for another 30 minutes, and that means a lot of replays. And because there's obviously a stream delay, I can't even take Q&A because there's no point. Because you know, you're not going to hear that message for another 4 minutes, and then I'll answer your message, and then you won't hear that for another 4 minutes, and then by the time you get the answer coming through on the stream, that's 8 minutes after you've asked the question, and you would have forgotten what you'd asked. So what's the point? The other thing is I can't play on PC, so I can't even show you how to play the game. Not that I'm any good at telling anybody how to play the game, because I'm not. You know, I'm just an average player. But this is a great Mark 6 game. I mean, I hadn't played the Mark 6 for ages. I played it for the first time in a long time the other day. And I enjoyed it, to be fair. I did enjoy it. I don't think I put the replay across. I have done some. I've been going through this strange mood at the moment where I'm just playing the tanks I'm absolutely dreadful in. And I mean, absolutely dreadful. Because the only way you're gonna love it, eh? The only way you're gonna improve on your dreadful tanks is by playing them. That's it. You know, if you don't play them, then you'll never get better at them. So I've been spamming the bad tanks, the tanks I'm really bad at. I've had some interesting games, to be honest with you. And when I say bad tanks, I mean, you know, notoriously bad tanks. I mean, Meads has just done a video on 5 premium tanks you very rarely see. Well, I've been playing a couple of those. And then, yeah, they are notoriously awful. They're not the best, to be honest with you. They really, really aren't. This is a great game by by Dark here. What's that? It's 250 donations. I don't know what that is, Ben. I know Hammeroo is not OP, but it's nice to say that you smacked him around a bit and destroyed him and wrecked him and sent him back to the garage. Well, I think it is anyway. Just for the quirk of saying it. I mean, I once did a kind of 1v1 with the General. He was in a T95. The tier 10 T95, and I was in a Jaegeroo. And yeah, you know, I did well. I won. And I was very chuffed about that. Seriously, I was very chuffed about that. I was very happy. So that's a great game there. Well-deserved mastery by Every Good Vamp is Dark of the Cult Clan Every. You can see he's done well, man. You know, shots fired, 20, hits, pens, 19 out of 18. So yeah, look, I've been playing some really bad games, some really bad tanks. I'll show you what I've been playing. So I played this, and man, this is not a good tank. I don't like this tank. Seriously, don't like this tank. I mean, I think this is one of the pantsiest tanks in the game. And I've got it because I'm a tank collector. But, oh, this tank is unbelievably painful. And I mean, unbelievably painful. Hey, Backlash. I mean, it's slow. It's got a long reload. It's got enough aiming. It's just, it's like, why did they bring this tank out? Why did they put it in the game? It looks mean, it looks juicy, it looks tough. It's not. look at it, it's just horrible. Just not a nice tank. And, I think it's got a 12-second reload near his damn it. And that alone, but I mean, look at that aim. I mean, okay, you dish out nice alpha damage, but that aim time is like, and it's just a painful tank. It's just painful. Look at this, you know, look at the traverse on this turret. It's like, come on, get round, come on. I mean, that was a low roll on the HE, to be honest with you. Look at the reverse on it. It's just horrid. And it's one of, you know, these tanks. There's a few, you know, there's a few of them. There's this one, and the Nameless, and the Vindicator. And I don't play them, and I'm not a fan of them, and I don't think any of them are any good, realistically. But they're interesting to go out with every now and then. And I mean every now and then. Aside from that, I don't think that's great. I mean, I've done 890 damage, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm doing well. No, that replay wasn't Asia server, it was EU. But I mean, look at this tank. It's just, it's just painful, yeah. And I mean, painful, man. I'm trying to get. By the way, I'm trying to get away from the Smasher. I mean, how I pulled that shot off is beyond me, because this isn't the best or the most accurate gun, to be honest with you. See, the Smasher gets me. Oh, dearie me. I'm not going to kid you. This, you know, this is probably the best game I've ever played in this damn thing. I don't like it. So here we go. There's the Smasher. I'm staying away from him. Unfortunately for me, nobody dealt with the Bulldog, as you can see there, despite the fact he went through all our team, so I have to deal with him. And then because of my long reload, I can't get anything onto the Panther. He's going to pen me everywhere because of my pants armor, and can't do anything about it. And the rest of my team finally come to help out. And you would think, yeah, you know, your team's in a good position here, you know, relatively speaking, but are we? I don't know. I mean, he's in an IS-2 Berlin, which again is not the easiest tank to play. It's got a lot of issues with it, to be honest with you. We're losing on points. I mean, I did 1,974, killed 2, and you know, I don't think I could have done much better in that tank. It's just not a good tank. So the Smasher is dropping into the A cap. The IS-2 is loaded, and you know, firstly he should have shot and reset the cap, but he didn't, and he allowed, I don't know if he had ping, but he allowed the Smasher, and it's all over. I mean, that's just a horrible tank, and I don't recommend anybody getting it if it comes out. It's not a great tank. I mean, there's not much more I could have done there. As you can see, I mean, fired 6, hit 6, pen 6, killed 2 enemies, spotted an enemy. Just don't like the tank. Simple as that. Oh, we've still got 20 minutes. Let's see who Loka is facing next. Let's see how the teams are doing, shall we? So go to the chart. So Souls is through, PF and ABVE is through. Into Group 2, Slow 1, CIS and 7-star, all through to the quarterfinals. Moving down to Group 3, BPS, Quick, V1K and Relax are through. Any big names? Oh, Oblivion are out. Pink are out. Well, I didn't check the big names in the top clans. Let's have a look. So, Reti is a known clan. Moak's quite good. Any big names going out? Not at the moment. Pink is probably the biggest name. Pink is probably the biggest name that I know of going out so far. Aqua are through, Ardo 1 are through, BHBP are through. Demon, Demox, they're not, I think they're out. Tra's quite a well-known clan. But CHRD1, Kraken S, Demon, Vibes, Yeoms, and the other Legion. This is the other Legion's clan team. They're all through. So notable names there. Any notable names going out though? No, not in that group. Group 6. Well, Immor through. Turk Tanker through, UN, MR1, Loka, APA, the notable names have gone through. Going down to Group 7. Monkey Gaming, that's the top team for APA, they're through, along with Raid. So again, no notable losses there. Group 8, Souls are through, BHB. This is the main team, Huncarians, BHBP, they are through, Venom are through, Immor, I know those teams, so they're through as well. Any notable names? No. Group 9, seems that they're still playing, but M4 RUV are through to the semi-finals already. Interesting. Must have had a bye all the way through. Notable names in Group 9. Group 10, well, Kana are through, Corpi are through. They're the biggest names I know there. It's going down and don't know any of the rest. Group 11, Janice are through. And that's probably the only ones I already know. And Venom are not. I'm going down to Group 12. My clan is through, Vale. Serenity are through, Sparta are through. So those are the big name clans that I know of. So that was expected. Group 13, EG are through, Zenith are through, Gamma are through. Those are the only ones I really know, to be fair. Again, no notables here, probably to be fair. Group 14, RNG are through, 7 Turks are through. Those are the most notables I know. No big name. Oh, CZ Pre, I know them, Czech Predators, so they're an okay clan. They seem to have gone out. And that's it. So that's what we're looking at. So let's roll back up to Group 6. That's group 7. What am I doing? Group 6. Here we go. Who have we got next? Well, it's IRI2. 53% win rate clan. Unfortunately, I don't know many of them. I'm sorry about that, guys. Whereas, as I said, Loka is a 69% win rate clan, so you would favour Loka there. Rolling down to see who is playing who. So, BHBP, they will be up against Karas. Souls will be playing against Immor. That'd be a good game. Going down to 8. Nobody there that I really know. Group 10, Kana will be rolling. Oh, doesn't tell me anything about Kana, so I don't know anything about them. It's not telling us anything, I'm afraid. Move down to Group 11, we've got Janice. They are going out. They got some good players there. Hab is there, that is a friend of mine. Hey Hab, how you doing? And Parabellum, hey Parabellum. And the Falcon Dude, and they're off against RMB. So, again, you know, interesting games. My guys, Vale, they're up against Des Fra. So Vale are at the moment a 68% win rate clan. And they will be going out. They are matched up against a 57% win rate clan. So that'll be an interesting match. As I said, I mean, you know, these guys can always throw curveballs. Endgame, with their usual lineup, they are up against Bosnia. I mean, Endgame's a top clan, and Bosnia are 52% win rate clan. So that'll be good stuff for Endgame, and good experience for Bosnia. Rolling up to the top, Souls, they're going out against Mold, being led by Effalump. Nice little clan, Souls. 7-star in slow. We want to look at BPS. BPS got a good team. I mean, they've got Elysium, Jalexa, Max Shocky, Tusken Killer, Nubita, Alpha, Bolt, Synoxis, Potent, Shady, and Foxy. Foxy's a really good player, by the way. Unbelievably OP. And they've got NXgen next. They should be looking to turn that over. BPS are a clan to keep an eye on. Aqua, that's Zerd, Unisex, No Party Without Me, Gaseo Jones, Ivana Grozny, General, the F, someone from the north, Edgar and Dakadas. Really good players, all pro players. Well, they're up against WMZH, so you know they'll be looking to put them to bed. They're missing BHBP second team. Moving down, we've got, let's have a look at the Legion boys. Who have we got? Oh, it's not telling me, so no idea. Let's have a look at vibes. I like vibes. So we've got Daily Damage, Kazakh, 44 incoming. Sunodru, the Bear Nose, good lad, the Bear Nose. Antimate, Vibes, Rock and Roller, Here Comes the Pain, Agent, and I Lost My Hit Points, which is one of the best games, one of the best names I've heard in Blitz. They are up against HNKL. I mean, they're a good team, HNKL. To be fair, they're not shoddy in the slightest. So that's what we are looking at. We've still got 10 minutes, I think it is. Let's just go back to make sure, because I have a habit of getting the timings wrong, to be honest with you, and I don't want to get the timings wrong because we don't want to miss any of the action, of course. So we should be going out, at 32 minutes past the hour. So we've got another 12 minutes or so. So time for more replays, methinks. Let's find another replay. Let's have a look at... Rolling Swarm in his AMX 30B. Daddy time. Rolling Swarm. Now a daddy for the first time. How cool is that? Chuffed, man. Going out in the 30B. Great little tank, by the way. Beautiful little tank. Hey, Treadhead. Hey, Bookflash. Hey, Yusuf. How you doing, guys? No, Ran, it was, as I said, it wasn't Asian, so it was EU, to be honest with you. I just played it earlier on the Asian stream because I didn't have many. Didn't have many replays, to be fair. Guys, if you got any replays, send them to me, fujitblitz@gmail.com. Because I'm always going to play replays, you know. There you go. I always need replays, to be fair. When Rolling posted this replay, he said he was shaking. It was such a good replay. I must admit, I did like this one. So that's the spirit, Pete. Nothing like, you know, waving a flag for the underdogs. Who in the vein hope that they can shake up the tournament scene, which is fantastically good. The Rolling here, brawling with the Sheridan and taking him out. However, Rolling's team is bleeding. Doesn't help when you have your T-57 heavy, a heavy tank at the back, and your 183 on the front line. That's called a role reversal. Doesn't really work, but it's interesting. Rolling shot priority on the E5, and that's exactly what he should be doing. Really good stuff there. Focusing down those low HP targets, and why not? There's the FV. Oh! That was a blinder of a miss. He ain't going to be able to get the FV from there now, and he knows that, so he's going to move around. I don't think the 57 Heavy has moved. No, he hasn't. He's still in the TD spot. The Death Star, however, is deaded. Oh, look at this. Shots into the back of a Super Conk. That's what you want to see. I think the 57M may be FK. Oh, can he get the FV? Yes, he can. Bye-bye, FV. 57 Heavy is not AFK. Goes to show. Hello, IS4. Take a little bit of Rolling's apples. 57 Heavy now comes rolling in. Going to take a bit of damage away from Rolling. It's relatively unfair. But Rolling doesn't care, he gets the kill. 57 Heavy is going to go down here. The Mark 6 is going to get him. He's on his long reload. Rolling gets a nice track shot. Doesn't get a penetrating shot though, but a nice track shot. Rolling here has managed to whittle their team down. Gets a good shot into the Mark 6, but big engine fire on the 30B there. However, he's now got two tanks against Super Conk and the Mark 6. He's losing hit points as Rolling, but he's in an advantage here over the Mark 6. Just about. He's got, the Mark 6 is not going to be able to turn the turret as fast as Rolling can circle him. Look, great bounce there. I don't know how he bounced that. Be able to finish the Mark 6 off now. Now he's got the Super Conk, which is almost full health. He's on 4,720 damage. Ooh. Nope, that didn't work. Try again. Boom, boom. There we go. Super Conk gets a good shot in there, though. Rolling is back against the wall here. You would favour the Super Conk in this position. And I would ask the question, why is the Super Conk not pushing? Because, the closer he gets, his armour is great. And he really should be looking. That's a great track shot, and an important track shot is that. The Super Conk has got more hit points. He should be looking to push onto Rolling and effectively face hug him, but he's not. He's backing away, and by backing away, you're opening the bottom plate, which is the weakness of the Super Conk. Plus, as you come around the corner, you're going side on, which is the other weak spot of the Super Conk. and he's effectively allowing Rolling to basically farm him. And he's now on one shot. Rolling gets a great track shot in. All Rolling needs to do now is get one good shot. Maybe over these pillars. Onto the turret. Oh, the Super Conk fires and misses. It's all over. No, it's not. Just a track shot, not penetrating. It's a damn shame. Maybe this time. Maybe this time. Looking for that kill. They're both a one shot. So they're both easy kills. Rolling backing away a little bit, trying to fake him out. There we go. 6 kills. 6,771 damage. 1,200 blocked. A well-deserved mastery. 281,000 credits. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Are you kidding me? As you can see there, I mean, carried the team, clearly. Looking at his detailed stats. 25 fire, 23 hits, 22 pens, no splash damage, 6 out of 6 destroyed, 6,771 doubt, enemy spotted 1, player assistance is 111, hits received 7, penetration 6. He's done well. That's a great replay, and it leads us nicely with 5 minutes to go. That's not the right one. We've got 5 minutes to go. Normally comes around now. The invite. Excuse my squeaky chair. I have got an incredibly squeaky chair, which is incredibly annoying. Let's go to the room and then drop out again because obviously whilst there is a stream delay, it's not massive. Excuse my squeaky chair, guys. I do need a new chair. So, well, you know, if I could afford a new chair, I'd get a new chair, but I can't at the moment. So, I'm saving up all my Patreon and YouTube members, of which there aren't many, to fund a new chair because this one's a bit too squeaky. Let's be honest, it's a bit eek. But it'll get there. We'll get there. So I'm just waiting for the clock to run down a little bit before we jump in. There's still 4 minutes to go. Now there's 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes before I jump in. Even though, as I said, there is a delay, but you just never know. It's better to be safe than sorry. Let's jump in now. So we are rolling out on Halas. This time we have Loka on the south spawn and IRI 2 on the north spawn. So I don't know this clan IRI, to be honest with you. So I need to get to know them. So who's this? This is Babadook. So we've got Babadook, Bidyafan, or Durfan, Bedurfan, Demon Lord. Okay, Demon Lord. Fan. I'm going to call you Fan. Sorry, mate, because my German's awful. Hetzer, I can call you Hetzer. Imam and Nemesis, I believe. So you got Babadood, Durfan, Demon Lord, Irfan, Hetzer, Imam, and Nemesis. Again, I'm sorry for the very bad pronunciation, guys. It's just that my pronunciation of German is not the best, I'm afraid. So it'd be interesting to see. Halas is always an interesting map. New to the tournament scene, as you know, because it's a new map. Not as new as Yukon, but new enough. So just waiting for the teams to run out. They've got 2 minutes, just over. That was quite optimistic of me, really. I mean, we've just seen a Halas map game. So, Loka are readying up. We got Fantastic in a T22, Addy in an AMX M4, Baron in a Super Conk, Gianni in an E5, Yasik in a VK72, Rico in a Sheridan, and Serve-tastic in a Fosh 155. But Rico is changing potentially to an M60. Those two haven't read it up yet, so we don't know. There's still over a minute to go, so they've got plenty of time. So this is the quarterfinals. Serve-tastic, aka Survivor, has now dropped into a T22 and Rico into a T95, but they're still pondering what to take. Rico maybe in an Object 140, we don't know yet, we'll wait. I have read it up. We've got Babadoo in a VK90, Birdfan in a AMX M4, Demon Lord in a Mouse, Earthfan in an E5, Hetzer in a VK90, Iman in an E5, and Nemesis potentially in a Batchat. Rico has read it up in a 140 and Serve-tastic in a T62A. A lot of mobility there on the Loka side and a lot of armour and a lot of heavies, going very heavy on the IRI side, although Babadoo is now changed from STB1, but they still have a VK90 and a Mouse. Okay, the E5s are mobile, and Demon Lord is now ready up in IS4, so dropping the Mouse, probably a good idea on this map, to be fair. Although Demon Lord and Babadoo are now considering their options, they've only got 10 seconds left. So Demon Lord in... No, they've changed. They have saved their tanks, IS4 and STB1. So a bit of mobility coming in. They are taking a TD though. It's very rare that we see TDs nowadays in the tournaments on certain maps. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to be interested to see where they stick that 268. So looking at the hit points, well, you can see there that IRI are just getting a little bit more HP, but not much, nothing to write home about. Loka with very mobile lineup, as you can see here, T62, Object 140, even an M48 pattern now, Fantastic has dropped into. E5, M4 and VK, along with a Super Conk. So in IRI, they're already taking their STB of Babadook in towards the C-cap area. He's going to be supported by the 268 from the back. Well, that's about it. Now, Rico in Fantastic are going to be able to see that STB very shortly, which they have, along with the 268. The whole of the IRI teams coming in. Good shot across the map there from Baron into Demon Lord. Gets a nice hit, nice connection. And you can see here that IRI are bleeding a little bit. I mean, Baron's in a great spot there if you have a look. I mean, it's a nice spot, nicely hauled down. He gets good shots across the map. IRI here with their heavies. They're trying to get hauled down, but it's not really working at the moment, allowing Loka to just pick them off a little bit. The STB of Babadook is rushing in there. Don't think that's a good idea, Babadook. He needs to press out of there quickly and try and get some support from the 268. He is getting whittled down. The 268 does put a great roll into Fantastic. Fantastic now, previously Ariana Grande, in a bit of trouble. The STB maybe have got a good shot into the back. And yep, Fantastic goes down to Babadook. So it did work with the 268 at the back there, supporting him. So Rico and Yanni now trying to put pressure onto Imam. Babadook is down, the STP is gone, but Fantastic is also down. Now is a bit of a brawl in this middle area. Let's just have a look at this for the moment. Great shot into Baron there by Brinfan in the AMX. Addy in the AMX trying to get behind him, you can see, trying to get some good shots in. The AMX of Irfan, the E5 of Irfan comes around along with Hetzer. Hetzer goes down. Babadook's down, Himan's down, Hetzer's down. But Addy here under trouble, but Yasik is coming in. Down goes Demon Lord. So Loka now piling the pressure on. Irfan is going to go down here in the E5, but it's a question of will he go down before Addy goes down? Addy is now a one shot. VK comes into ramp. No, Addy goes down, but then goes Hetzer. Oh, it's just Birdfan left. Good stuff here by the team IRI. They did well. They did get some good kills, but Loka just turned it up a notch, pushed it out. So as you can see there, 16,722 damage dished out against the 10,000 dished out by IRI. No, it doesn't really matter though. So I'm going to change that spawn point. This time Loka on the north spawn, IRI on the south spawn. IRI putting up a bit of a fight there. It was quite good. I enjoyed that. They're showing that, you know, you can go out there and have some fun, even against the top clans. You don't remember, I mean, IRI's got like mid-50s win rate, 57% I think it was, against the almost 70% win rate of Loka. I mean, that Loka is a top 4 clan, one of the best clans on the EU server. So, you know, you're coming up across some difficult competition. Looking at the IRI lineup, we've got Babadook in a Super Conk, Birdfan in AMX M4, Demon Lord in IS4, Earthfan in E5, Hetzer in a VK90, Immor in E5, Nemesis in a 268. Moving over to Loka, Fantastic in a Ho-Ri, Addy in an AMX M4, Baron in a T57, Yanni in a T57, Yasek in a VK72, Rico in an FV4202, and Servtastic in a WZ121. So interesting meta selection there for Loka. Getting to see some tanks being rotated in that we don't normally see in tournaments, mainly the Ho-Ri, the 4202 and the 121. We do generally see the 57 heavy in the VK, and since the AMX M4 has been out, but we don't really see the Ho-Ri, 4202, 121 that much. It's quite nice, man, to see different meta being used. So let's have a look at the hit points. The hit points this time are favouring IRI again, this time by about almost 2,000. That's quite a considerable amount. It's like another tank. But let's get up high into the back of the map and see where they're going. Well, unsurprisingly, they're going to the middle, not to see. And Rico trying to get those spots at the FV. Serve also trying to get those spots, but it's the M4 of Addy who gets the spots in the end. You can see here that IRI are pushing through onto the A cap, trying to hold back on that Object 268. The Object 268 right at the back of the map, just behind the rock. Babadook coming up in the Super Conk, you're going to take a pretty decent position there, but he doesn't know that Rico is there in the FV. And if he comes out too much, he is going to get a bit of a smacking. Puts a shot into Yasik, but he doesn't pen. Yasik does. So cap advantage will go to Loka. And they are waiting for the tanks to push through the middle. As you can see, when it's got the Super Conk here and the E5, but they're having to retreat back because it's just too much. Moving over to the back of the map, though, we've got the 1-2-1 of Servtastic and Rico pushing down, trying to find that TD. They found the TV. They can see Demon Lord and Immor as well. So they are going to be able to put some shots in. Immor is going to push onto Rico in the FV. Rico may be in a bit of trouble here. He has got a bit of reload, but he doesn't have reactive armor. So Immor could really hurt Rico here. Rico, I don't think he's using Hesh. That was Hesh. That definitely was Hesh, but it was just Splash. Serve comes around to help him out. Immor is in deep trouble there. Moving back over here, the push that was going through down this way has not happened. They've lost a lot of tanks. Immor's gone down. So is Earthfan. And as you can see here, Babadook's going to go now. Moving over the other side. The objects come in to take on Yasik, but it's not going to Hetzer. Hetzer is going to lose that battle. He may be able to get Addy, but he's going to lose the rest of the battle. Yasik is toying here with the object. Can the VK90 get shots into Yasik? Yes, he can. I don't think Yasik may survive this. The 268 may get him. He's going to run. Good kill, but the 268 goes down. Servtastic and Rico rushing in. And there it is. It's all over. Loka, convincing win. 2-0. 2-0. Oh, young Jose boy, thank you very much, sir. That is much appreciated. So as we can see here, I mean, Loka dishing out 17,000 against the 7,900 of IRI. But again, IRI did make a game of it. They did well. They did as much as they could, which was interesting to watch. I love that sort of match. Let me just sort something. Let me just sort something out here with regard to YouTube. There we go. I'll just sort that out. Sorry about that. So, Loka through. IRI did really well there. Like I said, I thought that was very nice. They gave it a shot against Loka, one of the best teams that you're going to come across. So, no need to have... Oh, slow one through. That's Scanner's clan, by the way. So, we've already got one through. Moving down. Pink did go through, so that was nice. They hadn't gone out because they're a good clan, is Pink. And they are up against TIG, or T1G. Well, moving down here, I want to see, I mean, Aqua are through. They go through to the semi-finals, turning over 2-0. I mean, they're a clan to look out for. They're a new clan, but they're not new players, if you get my drift. Come back up to these when we go out. So Immor are through to the semis, and they are facing UN. UN are a good team, so Immor are having a good run for the moment, and they are up against UN next. UN is a good team. They've got Unbeatable, good player leading that team, so it may not be a pushover. And we already know that Loka are through after turning over IRI. And we don't know if they've got... Oh, we do. They've got M1R. Again, relatively decent clan, to be honest with you. You know, they're not a shady... They're not a shabby clan at all. Good win rate, 61.5%. Some good players in their team. So, you know, Loka's got to sort of kick it up a bit. Moving down, because I want to see how my guys are doing. Because obviously, you know... We have to know these things. So Vale are through. They are playing Serenity, which is what I expected in the semi-finals. I did say that at the beginning. So they've had a good roll through for the moment. But Serenity are a good team. It's not showing you the win rate here, but they have like a top win rate for Serenity. One of the best. There we go. 65%. They got De Silva, Demoniac, Spitfires, Admantly, the Phoenix, Platinum, I'm Zube as well, just Brocky and Tritumcia. I mean, there are some pro players in there. I mean, there's some really good players. That ain't going to be easy, to be honest with you. That ain't going to be an easy one for the good old guys at Vale. But we will do our best, and I've got all my faith in them. So moving back up, let's see if we come back out of here a minute. Then go back in because it may have updated. Souls, I don't know. They should have gone through. Souls are through. They turned over Mold. They're playing against PF in the semi-finals. Slow one are through. We'll come back to that one later. BPS. Well, BPS are through. They go into the semi-finals against DWF. Touch Me Not. Pink, as I said, Pink are not through yet. They're still in the quarterfinals. They're still playing. But BPS are through to the quarters. Moving down, we know that Aqua are through. So we know that they're playing. Did BHBP Unicums? No, they are out. That's BHBP's second team, I believe. They lost to Fufor. Fufor's a nice clan. They're pretty decent players. And they are up against Aqua next, so that's going to be a tricky one for them. It's not going to be an easy. That's not going to be an easy one. China are always a decent team. How are they doing? They're into the semis. Don't know who they're playing yet, however. HNKL are also a good team, but Vibes have turned HNKL over, so Vibes will go into the semis. Kraken X, also a pretty decent team. They will get Vibes in the semi-final. So that'll be an interesting one, unfortunately not being streamed. Demon, also a decent team. They're still playing Legion. So Legion, at the moment, we don't know. They're still playing Demon. So we don't know about them yet. They have lost some of their top players to the ex-Legion. Moving down, Immor we know, Loka we know, so the semi-finals there. UNR up against Immor. As I said, have we got the match for Loka? Yes, we have M1R. So we already know that group. That group is sorted. Moving down to the quarterfinals here, we have Raid, who are in. They are playing Immor, so they're into the semis. APA Monkey Gaming, usual team that, and they're also through to the semi-finals. So they are through. They will move on. In Group 8, that's the quarterfinals. Uncarians, yep, they are through to the semi-finals. That's no surprise, to be perfectly honest with you. And Souls, which is this their second team? Well, I don't know if it is their second team. They've got yes, it is their second team. But they are through to the semis as well. And moving down even further, we have Group 9. Don't know anybody. Rise and SYS. I don't really know those. Group 10. Well, Kana. Ventium there is leading that team. No Pen, No Life is there, and Ernest and all these sort of guys. Let's have a look. Well, they're still playing at the moment. They're still playing A Fox. So don't know about that group yet. H1Z1, pretty decent clan as well, led by Ali Musa. Well, they are into the semi-finals, and they're going to be playing Weird. We're not off yet for another 10 odd minutes, so sorry about this, guys. Corpy, not a bad clan. They've lost out to H1Z1. As I said, H1Z1 a good clan, interesting clan to keep out for. So we're just waiting for Kana's result. And they're still playing A Fox. I don't know A Fox, but they've got a good clan, good win rate. So clearly giving Kana a bit of a hard time there. Moving down to Group 11. Janice, oh, they are through against VNM, which is not a surprise for Janice, to be honest with you. One Ted are through. We know that Vale is playing Serenity. So one Ted are playing Sparta. Now Sparta has a 62% win rate, and one Ted has a 54% win rate. Now looking at one Ted, I mean, it looks like they've had a good roll up here. And the way that it works, these two, to be honest with you, are the strongest in the group. I mean, if you look at Vale, it was 68% win rate. If you look at Serenity, it was a 65% win rate. So on the seeding side, these two shouldn't be meeting right now, but they are, and that's the way it works, I'm afraid. Endgame should definitely be through, and they're still playing actually. No, they're through to the semi-finals against Goofs. But expected Endgame. How did Zenith do? Well, Zenith are through to the semi-finals as well. They're playing Hidden. Who was in that team? I've got Yetabish, Trax, This Game Is Rigged, Pramo Not Found, Risky, Versity and Destructor. So quite a few named clans out there, and I've forgotten the game when we kick off. I'm pretty sure we kick off at 4 minutes past the hour, but we just need to make sure about that. And it is 4 minutes past the hour. So we've got about 14 minutes to go, so it's time. Well, let me read the chat. Actually streamed it, Bird Fan. I didn't watch it. Let's have a look who we got. Da, 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 da. What else have we got? Let's have a look at every good name is taken. Rolling out in the charioteer, I think. So look at the charioteer, see how he does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, still got a squeaky chair. It's lovely, isn't it? So the next matches are going to be interesting. I mean, Loka against M1R. Excuse me. Is it M1R or is it Mia, as in the Russian for peace? I don't know. Is the honest answer. If anybody from Mia's around, let me know, please. Well, that's going to be an interesting match. I mean, Loka so far had it pretty sort of... They had a very easy first game. IRI gave them a good game, to be honest with you. I mean, the first game IRI did hurt Loka. Second game, not so much, but you could see that IRI were doing their best. So it'll be interesting to see how Loka, if Loka will step it up here against Mia. I mean, normally they do, as they start going through the tournament. But it's only the opening stages. There's a long way to go yet. And basically, they're just looking to get as many cups as possible at this stage, just to make sure there's no upsets later on. There is a Challengers Tour this time, so there's the Winter Championship, which will be the top 8, and then the Challengers Tour, which will be obviously the next 8, the top 16. So it's not like they haven't got another chance, the teams, because they do. So, you know, the Challengers Tour is a nice little tour, to be perfectly honest with you. And I'm glad that Wargaming have introduced it again, because it's a great tour. Really good for the teams to get that much needed tour experience in order to try and push themselves further into the top 8. So this is every good name is taken in the charioteer. Great little tank, the charioteer. But I always find, you know, when you go up to the tier 9, I always stick the lower gun in, because it really takes people by surprise. With its much shorter reload. I remember when the British TDs first came out, they were fantastic, you know, really beautiful to play. And then they got nerfed shortly after that. And they became a lot harder to play. But they needed the nerf, to be fair. I mean, the Challenger, Charioteer, and I forgot the T9 name now. That's bad of me, isn't it? I mean, they were, oh, what is it? I can't remember. I mean, they were pretty OP when they came out. Well, they weren't OP, they were broken, to be honest with you. And they needed to have that nerf. But was it a nerf too far? I mean, that's the question. But when you look at the way Ever's playing this one, he's already knocked out 3,700 odd damage. Was it a nerf too far? Probably not. Probably relatively rather balanced, I would say. We've still got 10 minutes to go. And there's only 3 minutes left of this battle. So, it'll be interesting. You can be able to get, it's pretty difficult to penalty you too frontally nowadays. It's 2 on 3. You know, there's the Annihilator, which is a very, very powerful tank. Overpowerful? I don't know. Oof, that hurt. That really hurt. That was a good HE roll, I think. And we're straight into the T26. Unfortunately, it's a heartbreaker. Just on 5,922 damage. 47,000 credits though for a loss. Can't complain. And as you can see there, Really good stuff. Really good stuff. Looking at the details. That's nice. That is nice. Did anybody send me any emails? I don't think they did. No, they didn't. Which is a damn shame. How long have we got left? Well, we've still got 9 minutes, so we have got plenty of time. Let's see if we've got any emails here. Nobody sent me any emails of replays, unfortunately. Let me see if I've got anything in my Discord. Excuse my mouse as I roll across. Let's have a look at my Discord, see if I've got anything that's been dropped into there recently. Replays. Oh, I have actually. Yes, I have. Yusuf in a Leo one. There we go. Look. Download that little bugger. Yeah, man. Oh, that's nice. Got 4 new replays. So let's go with Yusuf in the Leo one, and hopefully we can see. It will lead us in time, because we've got about 8 minutes, so we've got time. We do have time, I think. If we don't, sorry Yusuf, we're going to have to cut it short. Leo 1, another tank that I've been spamming recently to try and get better in, because I'm just useless in these type of tanks. But I do love it. When you play well in it, oh, it's a beautiful tank. But you got to play well in it, and therein lies the problem. Because with its lack of armor, it's a tricky tank to play. That's a great shot by Yusuf there. They're waiting for that T92 to pop around the rock. T92 now has got the high ground. Yeah, X50B's in the 57 heavy move around there on Yusuf's team. Yusuf just biding his time, waiting for the T92 to pop out. Great shot there. I didn't think he was going to get that. It's a tight angle. They're all focused, kind of focused on Yusuf. Now the Crown Wagon's making a move. That's a mistake. He's opening his side up to Yusuf here. T92 is now going to try and get one into Yusuf, and he does. Big roll, 567 HP taken away from Yusuf there. So the Crown Wagon is just focused on Yusuf, but now Yusuf able to move in and put a good shot in. The T92 fires into the T54, which is a respite there for Yusuf. Hey, one RPG. How you doing, mate? So we're just looking for, waiting for Yusuf here to make him in. Hey, mate. Crown Wagon maybe? Yes, get a good shot in, but leaves him on 34 hit points. That wasn't part of the plan. Yusuf's team is being whittled down here. They're bleeding. T92 may go down here. Yes, he does. Great shot by Yusuf. Good vision, good anticipation. T54 is over there. Yusuf knows it. Can't do much about it at the moment. Maybe he can now. Yes, he can. And he's making sure that that E100 can't get any shots in. Switches to HE, tries to put one into the back of the T54. Manages to switch just in time to APCR. Now the T95 moves up. Is he able to put? Yes, he is. Good shot into the T95. Yusuf may have to get out of here. I say it was a mouse, not an E100. May have to get out of here with them pushing in those heavies and push onto that T54 instead. T54 goes down. Yusuf may be using his speed and mobility to get around the back, although I do suspect there's a TD round there somewhere. It's what is it? It's a 183. So Yusuf, he's got to be careful. There is the 183. There's the Death Star. Yusuf making use of that mobility. Great shot. Good engine fire. So what he needed, now he's been spotted. Can he get another one in? The 183. Oh, the 183 can one-shot him. Oh, then down drops the T95. Another engine fire. A bit lucky there by Yusuf. 2 engine fires in quick succession. And a 3rd engine fire. This time he's not going to have the repair kit, so that's going to whittle down all his HP, allowing Yusuf to finish him off. 5,000 damage now dished out. Yusuf's concerned about the 183, and I don't blame him. because now Yusuf is a one-shot to most of the tanks up there. That is a lucky bounce. That is a lucky bounce, to be honest with you. And Yusuf, you better finish these off quickly because we've got to get into the room, mate. Doesn't pen the mouse. You've got about a minute, Yusuf, before I have to turn the replay off. Unfortunately, mate. Because this looks a really good replay. It looks fantastic. I mean, 5,688 damage so far. Here comes the mouse. Can he take the mouse out? Sorry, Yusuf. Oh, right. I'm gonna stop it there. I'll be back 2 seconds. I stopped it there for a reason, so you don't get to see the end, because I'm going to play that again because it looks like a great replay. And we had to go into the room because we've only got 2 minutes left, and there was still 3.5 minutes on the clock, and it looked like it was going to go down to the wire, and that's why I stopped it. So I will play that replay after. So here we go. We are on Desert Sands. We have Loka on the north spawn and Immor on the south spawn. Looking at the teams, well, both teams getting readied up. I don't know the Immor guy, so we've got Captain Immor, we've got Cool Man, Phenoman, Hawkeye, Turk, XX, and WG Loves Bots. So looking at the teams, we've got Fantastic in Avaca's Light, Addy in an E5, Baron in an E5, Yanni in an E5, Yasik in an E5, Rico in a T22, and Servtastic in a T22. Moving over to Immor, we have Captain Immor in a Kranwagen, Coolman in an STB, Phenoman in an E5, Hawkeye in an IS4, Turk in a T62A, XX in an E5, and Wargaming Loves Bots in an IS4. Oh, Addy may be dropping out of an E5, I don't know. So we've got quite a mobile lineup there for, it looks heavy, but they have mobile heavies with those E5s. There's an E5 span here by Loka. That looks like it's going to be the desert strat area. Looking at Immor, they're also taking quite a good light, well, mobile lineup apart from the one IS4. Well, they've got two IS4s actually now. I'm wondering if Turk is going to change from a T62 though. No, he's not. So they've got two E5s, T62A and STB. Those are pretty mobile tanks. But the IS4 and the Kranwagen, well, it's going to be interesting to see. I don't believe Immor are going to be looking to go to the desert with that strat. Well, not all the team, but you never know. Does look like Loka is going to be looking at a desert strat. We will see. I mean, you tend to see them moving down onto the bridge as well through the middle area. Looking at the hit points, well, Loka again backs against the wall on hit points, but that doesn't normally phase these clans. I mean, there's not that much in it, to be fair. It's just about 1,000 HP. But let's get up high and to the back of the map and see where they are going. And it's not a desert strat. No, it is. So, Fantastic is getting straight down there to get those early spots. He spots Coolman in the STB of Immor. Immor are going desert. Now, that has surprised me with the IS4s. Just looking at this, you can see the way that they're all lining up. I mean, the Loka guys now are sitting on the back there. You've got Rico sitting on the back. The E5's moving into the desert area, and as I expected, the two E5s coming down right through the middle, hugging those tracks, putting good shots into Turk Balthazar. He may be in trouble. Immor pushing into A, led by Coolman in the STB, with the IS4 and the Kranwagen behind them. Addy getting a good shot in. Balthazar in the T62 is not going to last that battle over there. He is going to go down. It's what's happening over here that's important. Addy gets another shot into the IS-4 of WG Loves Bots, but he does get smacked around a bit. Balthazar is still alive over there. They've not finished him off. Captain in the Kranwagen is now in trouble. Rico may be able to finish him off. If not, Tastic will. No, Rico does. Now, they have lost Addy. That was not surprising, though. He was a bit swamped there. They're now pushing on Jacek. But there are T22s of Rico and Fantastic coming in. Coolman gets around the back of Jacek. Jacek goes down. T62 of Turk Balthazar did go down as expected. Mr. Flauschi, though. Triple X, he goes down. Who are they looking for next? Who are they pushing on? It's probably the STB they want out there. It is the STB. So Fantastic pushes onto the STB. Coolman goes down. Now they should be looking at this IS-4 of Isle of Bots on the E5. It's the E5 that is the target. No, they're avoiding the E5. So if Tastic doesn't avoid him, Forktastic gets him. Rico is probably going to go down here to Hawkeye, but Janny is really covering that as they all push through to give Hawkeye a hard time. Good stuff by Loka. Really good protection, sharing their hit points. Down goes Rico, but it's too late for Mia to do anything about it. RG goes down, WG goes down, leaving Hawkeye last man standing. Not much he can do about it. Convincing stuff by Loka. Really good stuff is indeed. Despite losing Addy 76 pretty early doors. Not a bad strat though by Mia. I mean, they did push in. They were very aggressive onto the ACAP, taking out Addy pretty first. Not easily. Addy gave it a good time. You can see there that he lasted as long as he could under the pressure of the push, but it was enough to allow the Loka team to regroup and push right through. Really good stuff. Really good focus fire. Mia have got to change it around a bit if they want to put pressure onto Loka and take it to a decider. So looking at the Mia team, we have captained in a Kranwagen, Coolman at STB1, Fennerman in an E5, Hawkeye in an E5, Turk in a T62A, XX in an E5, and Wargaming Loves Bots in an E5. So not really, apart from the IS4s being dropped, not much change to that meta. The IS4s dropped in favours of the E5. Moving over to Loka, we have Fantastic in a Vickers, Addy in an E5, Baron in an E5, Yanni in a 1-2-1, Jacek in an E5, Rico in a Leo 1, and Fantastic in a 1-2-1. So, again, quite a bit of change in the meta there. This time, well, let me just have a drink of coffee. So Rico dropping into a Leo 1, 2 1-2-1s. I mean, that's an interesting one. Don't really see many 1-2-1s here. It looks like Loka are experimenting a little bit with their meta, but it's good to see a change in the meta. We're not seeing the E5 IS4 spam that we saw last year. That's always good to see. It's always good to see. Obviously, we're changing the spawn points. This time, Loka on the south, Mia on the north spawn. Mia will be looking to try and get back into this game now, push it to a decider. It's not like they played badly, they were just outplayed, and that's the thing you've got to remember. Hit points, well, it's pretty even Stevens almost. I mean, again, Loka, less hit points than the other team, but it's only about 800. That's not going to phase them in the slightest. Let's get up high into the back of the map and see what's going to happen this time. Well, Loka, Fantastic again going to go and get those holy spots. Baron is going to go down and probably sit on this corner here, looking for any movement coming down. Great, oh, the Kranwagen there, really getting punished of Captain as he crosses. Great stuff by Loka. And that would have been, I don't think that was actually spotted fire. I think a lot of that was blind firing. Loka rotating back, knowing now where Mia are going into the middle. Then you can see there Rico moving right around the back of the map. Baron coming through onto the bridge. He's got Jacek in support. Again, Turk Balthazar on the T62 pushing really high. Baron Tastic is isolated a little bit, but he is in a good position. You can see the 1-2-1s and the E5, Addy, Janny, and Surftastic coming round slowly but surely around that flank. The E5s here of Mir, along with the Crown Wagon, trying to put pressure onto Baron, but he's in a good position. He is pretty hauled down if you look. I mean, when you look at it this way, you can see he's very hauled down. It's a difficult position to pen him. Now we've got the mediums and the lights pushing into the STB and to the T62. So Tastic and the W1, Forktastic pushing onto these. So Coolman is going to go down here in the STB1. Yanni Tastic comes in, going to take him down. Surftastic may go down here though, but no, he's going to survive. He rotates out, getting behind Forktastic, trying to put pressure onto Balthazar here. Addy does go down eventually. Look at this, good rotation back round by the E5s here, trying to put pressure onto Forktastic. Mr. Flaushy trying to get onto Surftastic. Yes, he does. He gets him out. Forktastic manages to get out of there. Yanni here, he's all isolated, all alone, but he manages to take down one of the tanks. There's only 2 left. Forktastic gets out of there. Yanni Tastic in the 1-2-1 holding fire. Rico comes in. Yassi takes a big kill. And now they can all focus on Mr. Flaushy, which they do. Poor Mr. Flaushy. He's under pressure here. It's 4-on-1. 4 Loka guys on 1. And boy, this is one for Loka. But hey, hold your heads high, Mia. You give him a good run for your money, guys. Always difficult to play against these chaps. And you can see there, I mean, Loka stepping it up a year. But Mia not doing too badly. Not doing too badly at all. So, Loka are through to the final. With that, I'm just going to answer this. So, I want to finish that replay. So, I'm sorry, we're going to have to play it again. Where is it? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Yusuf, where's your replay gone? I can't find it. Where is it gone? I can't see it. That's annoying. To play it again. So, we're going to play that again. Yusuf in the Leo one. I'm going to fast forward it to where we stopped off, because we stopped off about here, I think. Yes, we did. So that's where he got the bounce. Lucky devil. Gets a good shot in though. So he was facing off against the mouse, if I remember rightly. Yes, he was. So he gets a bounce there, as the gun was bouncing up and down as he's going over that broken little cart, which I can't believe affected the gun that much, but yeah, it did. Now he's got the mouse pushing down. Yusuf's got to be careful here. He's already done 5,688 damage. No doubt he's gripping that that console a little bit harder than normal, because he knows he's on for a good game here, and always gets a bit nervous. He's asking with WT for help. The WT, however, is finally trying to come round. It's taking his time. You can see it on the mini-map. He's not moving. He's not moving, actually. He's not coming around to help you, Yusuf. This is why, unfortunately, we had to stop it, because, as you can see, we had to get into the final, into the semi-final. That is another massive bounce. How on earth he bounced that is absolutely beyond me. Beyond me. How? My gosh. No way. That's Ernest. How you doing? You got the wrong name though, haven't you? You're not APA Ernest anymore. Carnot Ernest, aren't you? Or something like that. Great mastery. Considering those 2 bounces from the 268 and the FV. You lucky little bugger. Brilliant stuff. Right, we should see you now through into the finals for today. So let's have a look. Group 1 semi-finals are still going on. I'm expecting Souls are into the finals. They turned over PF. I'm expecting Reti to be there. No, they're still playing at the moment. Moving down to the next group. Slow, well, they're not doing too badly. They're still going out against 7-star though, so we have to come back to that one. Moving down, BPS, how did they do? They're still playing DWF in the semi-final here, so we don't know who's in the final yet. TIG, well, TIG is still playing quick, so don't know who's in the final of that group yet. I mean, I'm expecting Aqua to go through. Aqua are through. They turned over Fufor. Good team as well, Fufor. So it's going to be either Tra or Cotta, and I'm expecting Tra to go through, to be honest with you. Don't take it the wrong way, Cotta. But we don't know. Moving then down to this one. Well, Demon lost out to Chard, so it's between Vibes and Kraken S. Let's have a look. They're still playing. Two good teams there, Vibes and Kraken S, both good teams. Moving on down, we got Loka against Immor, as expected. I did expect that final, as I said. So, that's no surprise in Group 6. I said at the start of the stream that they're not going to meet until the end. Appa Monkey Gaming, which doesn't include Ernest, who's in the chat. They are against Raid. That's not a surprise, to be fair. That's not a surprise. BHBP, Hunkarian, sorry, they're through. It all depends on, is it Souls or not? We don't know yet. They're still playing War 1. Down we go into Group 9. So we got SYS and M4RU into the finals. Don't know this clan M4RU, to be perfectly honest with you. They seem to have an easy way in. But Ghost is in there, and I know Ghosty. So, still we move down to Group 10. Kana are through. And as you can see, there's Ernest. You need to change your name from APA Ernest to Kana Ernest, no doubt. My God, they've got that's what she said as well in Kana, so he's changed plans. Ventium, we need to have a chat. So Kana are through, and they will be playing either H1Z1. I'm expecting it's going to be H1Z1. H1Z1 are a good clan, but they're still playing against Weird. So we'll have to come back to them. Carrying on down. Well, Shadow are through, and I'm expecting Janice to go through. But Venom are not a bad team. As you can see here, 67% win rate. So they're not bad. Rockability is a good player. And Real Skill's also a good player. So that's going to be a tough one. Carrying on down. And as I expected, Serenity turning over Veil. That was expected. I mean, Serenity are a good clan, as you can see, 65%. But these players don't listen to this 65% here. De Silva, Demoniac, Spitfires, Admantley, the Phoenix, Just Brocky, and I'm Zoob. They are good players. You know, they are pro players in their own right. They've come from other clans, and Serenity's pretty new clan. So, you know, that was always going to be a tough game for Vale. Sparta's done well. They're also a good team. So Vale against One Ted for third place playoff. Endgame and Zenith are in the finals. That's an interesting one. I'm sorry I have to favour Endgame in that one, boys, even though I used to be in Zenith. Hexy, I mean, I would. Seven Turks is a good clan, but I do like RNG, and a lot of the guys I love. I know Lorenzo, Lost My Toxicity. WG loves RNG. So you know, I know these guys. Played against them a few times. They're a good clan. They're a good team. So but oh, there you go. They're in the final. They have turned over Seven Turks. Well, Seven Urks are a good team as well. I mean, these guys are good. Although that's a bit. So Seven Urks. So yeah, but if you notice, they're all called Formula One teams. Max Verstappen, Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Sebastian Vettel, Niki Lauda, Michael Schumacher. But they're a good team. And that's it. So we are going out. Where are we? Should be going out pretty soon. $36. Yep, about 16 minutes we're going out. The third places are going out now, though. They went out. They're going out in 4 minutes. So we got about 15 minutes to go yet. So let's see what else we got. Replay-wise, I've lost my replay folder. Where's my replay folder gone? Here it is. So let's have a look at Tropical Virals of Pink. He's going out in the 215B. Nice little tank, 215B. Tricky, but nice. Good evening, Tommy D. I do like the 215B. I'm not particularly good in it, but I do like the 215B. It's when you know how to play it properly. I mean, haul down it's a monster. It's a beautiful monster tank. He's got in a position there to farm a little bit to Tropico, and why not? He decided to drop down, trying to get shots into that grill while staying all down. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful shot, and yes, it was. Massive roll, really good shot. Move around to try and see if we can get onto that E50M as he comes over the top. Yes, he can. Boom. Another good shot. E50M just overextending there. And he got punished for it. IS7's going to get punished as well. He's also overextended. And this is the danger when you overextend. Because he's got no backup as such. The WZ113 is right at the back of the map there. The grill, there's another grill that's come round. It's a different grill to the other one, obviously. But the IS7 here, out on a limb. Why the Mark 6 is not focusing him is beyond me, but there we go. And clearly there's a tank in front of the IS7, but the IS7 is going to go down now. The grill is looking for the Mark 6. It's a shame they didn't get to track him, because that would have been a nice place to track him. And you can see here Tropical's trying to get that gun to try and pick out that that grill. The grill's just behind the rock, which makes it pretty difficult to do. I expected that to be fair on RPG. I expected H1Z1 to be in the final today. They have a good team, does H1Z1. Animosa, good player. He's the captain. I don't know if he's the caller. I do know he's the captain. He's a good guy. But another clan to be careful of is H1Z1. There are some really good up-and-coming clans. I don't know, Matty, to be honest with you, but if I can ask and try and find out. It was in recently because it was in the Blitz Fair, and not Blitz Fair. It was in the Snow Globe thing, and it was recently in the auction. So I can ask and try and find out, but I don't know is the honest answer. No, I am afraid. 113 there, making a move. Getting punished for it. Good block. Tropicals. So it's he's back against the wall here. 5 against 2. Probably take out the grill here though. Yes, he does. Now it's 4 against 2. As you can see, Tropical's desperately looking to see where those other tanks are. And he sees them. There's the grill. That's the one he was looking for. Wondering where he was. Gets a good shot into the grill. 121B is pushing very hard onto the E100. E100 goes down, but the 121B is going to lose out here, and he does. So it's 2 on 1. But they did manage to take his teammate down. And there we go. I mean, the Mark 6, who died earlier, saying delete the game. Don't know why you would say that. And this is why I did that video recently. You know, you shouldn't be telling players who are playing better than you to delete the game, guys. To be fair, Mark 6, you didn't set the world on fire, so. Tropical's here backing away, trying to see what he's already taken. Dished out 692 damage and blocked over 1,000. But it is a 2-win-1 situation, and effectively he's a 2-shot. To be honest with you, so he can afford to take 1 from either of these tanks. He would like, I think, to take out the Chieftain rather than WZ, because the WZ is a much easier tank to take out, and the Chieftain's a better haul down tank. But you never know. I mean, the WZ is popping. Can he take him? Yes, that's a great shot. What a fantastic shot that was. So now he can afford potentially to take 1 from the Chieftain. But he's got to hope he gets a high roll on the Chieftain and take him out all in one go. The last thing he wants is to leave the Chieftain on like 10 hit points. Gets into a side-scraping position here, looking for that bottom plate. Does, you see, get a low roll. Now that's why he didn't push in, because he is a 2-shot, as you can see. Great play there by Tropicals. Brilliant stuff. Really, really good stuff indeed. Great damage, 6,865. Great mastery. And just want to say, I mean, Chieftain, mate, you only did 482 damage. You can't have a go at somebody who did 3,000 damage. You can't do that. It's not right. So, moving back to the tournaments, let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. So the finals is Reti against Souls, which I did expect. Third place will be Above against PF. Moving down, we have Dodge against Cross, with Slow and 7-star. Now that is a surprise, going out in third place. Group 3, we have BPS against Quick. That is not a surprise, to be honest with you. BPS I expected to be there. We have Aqua against Cotter. Wow, Tra going down to Cotter. Cotter doing well there, turning over the Turk lines. So, but I'm expecting Aqua to dominate that match. Carry on down. Still don't know between Vibes and Kraken what we should do. Probably just not updated. It is Vibes. Vibes turning over Kraken 2 in 1. Kraken S are a very good team, by the way. So that's a good win for Vibes. Vibes are a good team as well. They're against Chard. Carrying on down, we have Loka against Immor. That's who we're out with. Moving through, Appa against Raid. That's not a surprise. Souls against BHBP. That isn't a surprise either, to be fair. And we have Assist against M4. Moving through the groups. H1Z1 against Kana. That'd be an interesting one. And that kicks off. We didn't get the notification. Where is the notification? I've not got the notification. There should be a notification for the finals. Oh no, it's 6 minutes. Oh, I thought it was 34. It's 36. My bad. We didn't get the notification. That's why I thought, what was the notification? So we should get it in about a minute. So carrying on down, sorry about that, I got a bit of a heart attack, to be honest with you. So we were looking down here. So yeah, Kana against H1Z1. That would be an interesting one. And then we got Janice went through. They did turn over Venom. That's a good win for Janice against S4W. That'd be an interesting final as well. Sparta against Serenity. I'm expecting Serenity to shine, to be honest with you. Endgame against Zenith, as we know earlier. 7 Erks against Exy. So that's an interesting one. Recum and RNG for the 3rd place. And that is it. So we're just now waiting for the invite, which should come through in about 2 minutes. We are going out with Loka against Immor. So that's going to be a great match. I mean, both teams are really good. Both teams are EU top 8. And I mean, I've rolled out in a few quick tours with Immor, and they are a good team. They've got some good stuff going on. They're another team that I'm expecting good things from this year. But they are against Loka, and Loka is a good team. And there we go. We've got the room invite, so we'll just pop out. Wait a minute. We'll go in on the 3.5 minute mark, and as you can see, there's still 5 minutes to go. The reason for that is because even though there's a stream delay, I don't want to take any risk. So we're just waiting. Hopefully my guys will get 3rd place. That'd be good for them if they did. That'd be very, very good for them. It's unfortunate that they met Serenity in the semi-finals, to be honest with you. I mean, they should have really met Serenity in the finals, but hey, what can you do? It is what it is. So just waiting now for the clock to run down before I jump into the room. Another 20 odd seconds, and then we'll jump in. That way there's no danger of any stream sniping whatsoever. Not that these guys do, they don't. They are focused on completely other things. They're focused on the game in front of them. They're not interested in what we're streaming, to be honest with you. Their focus is elsewhere. But we're going to jump in. We are going out on Oasis Palms. So that's an interesting one. As you can see, we have got Loka on the south spawn and Immor on the north spawn. Immor, wow, so far we've got quite a few of them readied up. We've got Romeo Jones in an E5, Blazy in an STB, Ego Chihai in an E5, Flankio Jones in a Kranwagen, Mesdoj in an IS4, Valrider in a Vickers, and Elons in a Kranwagen. We're still waiting for Loka to ready up. So looking at that team from Immor there, I mean, got some good mobility with the STB and the Vickers. They've got some great gun depression with the Kranwagen and the E5s, and just a little heavy with the IS4. Moving over to Loka, well, at the moment we got Foxtastic in a Vickers Light, Baron in a Grill, Yanni in an E5, Yasik in an E5, Rico in a T22, Servtastic in a T22, and me as a spectator, because we're still waiting for a player. Oh, Mr. Timmy has turned up in the Kranwagen instead. Who's just dropped out? Mr. Timinator has turned up. Who's dropped out? Who was that? Elons. Where's Elons gone? Oh, well, Elons is sitting on the bench for this one. It happens. I'm still waiting for one of the Loka guys to turn up. He's not here as of yet, but we'll give it time. Still got 2 minutes, so it's not like they haven't got time. Let's have a look at just have a look. Just want to see something. So we were looking at group 12. Don't know who's won yet in the third place playoffs. So Addy has now turned up, looking to probably drop into an IS4. Don't know yet though. There's still a minute to go. Is there any change on the Immor side? No, Addy's going in an E5. Baron a grill, as we said. Yanni in the IS4. So, yeah, that's the only one. So it was Addy we were waiting for. He's in the E5. No change to Immor. Mr. Timinator is staying in the Crown Wagon when I think Elon's is in the Crown Wagon. So no changes to the meta. This is going to be an interesting one. Two very good clans. So here we go. 20 odd seconds to go. It's going to be an interesting one to see. Oasis Palms is always an interesting map, to be honest with you. It doesn't surprise me considering where Loka are spawning that they opted for a grill. But we very rarely see TDs. Immor are an interesting clan as well. Like I said, they are top 8. So it's top 8 against top 4. This is going to be a good playoff. It's going to be interesting to see which strats they're going to employ here. Oasis Palms, always an interesting one. Is it an A cap? Is it a C cap? Well, looking at that lineup, you have to think that maybe, just maybe, they're looking for action out at the A area rather than over the C area. But we will find out in a few seconds as we get... Come on, get up. There we go. As you can see, again, Loka, hit points disadvantage, this time 2,000. Now that's because they've got a lot more mobility with the T22s than the Vickers, and that grill has basically no hit points. You can see here, Blazy there in the STB, just holding back, trying to get those spots. They knew they were going to go C with those meds. Blazy just holding back here from Immor in the STB, allowing them to cap. The Crown Wagons, they've dropped into A, they're now going to cap it. You can see Flankio just taking up positions, and the rest of the Immor team just taking up positions, making sure that any push that comes through does get stopped. Moving back over to Loka, you can see here that Rico and Folktastic is just hanging around. Yanni is pushed up in the IS4 right as close as he can to the B cap, trying to get shots across if he can. He can't at the moment because nothing is really spotted. Baron is pretty much out of the picture at the moment in the grill because Immor didn't go anywhere for him to take, and if he would have stayed here, Immor would have spotted him and he would have got taken down. Now Addy has been spotted. Valrider and Ego Chi-Hi here in the Vickers in the E5, pushing a little bit, but then changing their minds. Let's get back up high again. Good shot in there by Ego Chi-Hi into Addy in the E5. Immor very defensive here. They don't have the cap advantage at the moment. They are points behind. Loka also, if we look right over the back there, we got Folktastic just hanging on that ridge. Then we move around, we got Surftastic holding on that ridge. Carry on moving around, we have Rico-tastic holding on that ridge. I mean, they've taken very defensive positions in case that B cap goes, because anything goes into that B cap, Yanni is going to spot it. Immor are making a move, however. Blazy leading that charge. They're all getting spotted. Yanni doing some great stuff, but Blazy leading the charge towards C. They're thinking that maybe they can get something here. They've stacked their tanks up with the Vickers and the STB. They've spotted Rico in the T22. Yanni is making a move to B though. Yanni drops into the B cap. That's a bold move. That's going to make, and that's going to create a response from Immor. But Yasik and Yadi are coming up. Yanni is going to be able to cap B. They're not going to be able to reset it. That is a bold move and he's got away with it. Major Trackthor didn't, or Ramio Jones were not able to change it. Ego Chi-Hi now is in trouble. We need to get back over here though. The whole rotation. Immor now out in the desert, majority of the team. They may be able to cap C, but Yasik is now dropping into the A cap. Rameo Jones knocking into Addy, but Rico and Surftastic is now turned back up. Ego Chi-Hi is in trouble, potentially. Surftastic is going to try and get behind him. He needs to try and take out Addy if he can before he goes down himself. Romeo Jones is also in trouble. Can he get rid of Addy? No, I don't think he can. Romeo Jones is now being pushed heavily by Yasik. Yasik and Brown take out 2 tanks down. Ego Chihai and Romeo are down. C cap has been taken, looking to take the B cap, but no, they're being pushed back. Immor, Mr. Timinator coming in, trying to put some shots in. That grill is really annoying them. Barontastic moving around to the edge of the building, getting good cover there. Flankio Jones now being pushed by Yasik and Survive-tastic, and it's all over. Points go to Loka. So that was great stuff by Loka, really using the map, really controlling it, floating around all over the place, rotating from that C cap all the way back through, catching Ego Chihai and Romeo Jones off guard. Some great stuff moving in there. You could see what was in Immor's mind. They were pushing towards that C cap, but wow, just a great way that Loka changed the direction of that battle. Immor really couldn't do much about it. He may not have done much damage, Baron, but boy, putting that grill where he put it really made Immor focus, especially the Crownwagen and Mr. Timinator, who really couldn't take the B cap. And I have to admit, it was a great move by who was it who made the move? I can't remember now. Everything was Majdor, wasn't it? Track Thor in the IS4 jumping in. No, what am I talking about? It was Yanni jumping into the B cap and stealing it from under their nose. I mean, fantastic move, bold move, really paid off. Switching those spawn points. This time, Loka on the north spawn, Immor on the south. Looking at Loka, we got Foxtastic in a Vickers, Addy in an E5, Baron in a Kranwagen this time, Yanni in a Kranwagen, Yasik in an E5, Rico in a T22, and Surftastic in a T22. Pushing over to Immor, Romeo Jones in the IS4, Blaze in the STB1, Ego Chihai in an E5, Flankio in an E5, Mr. Timinator in an E5, Valrider in a Vickers, Elon's coming in an IS4. So, still best of 3. Loka so far 1 foot on all the cups for today. But Immor can change it. It's in their capability to do so. And they may just be able to do that. Never underestimate Immor. They just got outplayed there strat-wise by Loka, who had some great rotation. But that was the last game. This is the next game. Hit points again favouring Immor rather than Loka, but as I've said, that's been the case all day today for Loka. It hasn't phased them in the slightest. So again, we've got the T22 Rico and Surftastic along with Forktastic in the Vickers heading towards that C cap. But Valrider Blazy also heading there with backup from the E5s of Flankio. Oh, that's a great shot there into Ego Chihai, sorry. By Forktastic, I believe it was. Was it, or is it Baron? Can't remember. I didn't see who made the shot. It could have been Baron, actually. But the push, they managed to push them out of this area, and they may be able to take the C cap here. Ego Chihai is going to try and jump in. Yes, he does. So they're managing to put. They're going to be able to put cap pressure onto Loka and push them out of this area, which is what they've done. Yasik in the E5 is spotted. Blazy is trying to come around. Great shots into Yasik there. Moving back over to the middle though. You got Romeo Jones and Elons in the IS4s just trying to cover that B cap. Forktastic gets into the A cap. He's going to get a cap for them, but they are under cap pressure at the moment. Not only that, Yasik now really being pummeled. Some great shots going across from the IS4s of Romeo Jones and Elons. Down goes Yasik. That was not part of the game plan for Loka. Really good stuff there. As you can see, Flankio and Valrider rotating back through the spawn. Romeo Jones is spotted, but that was some good shooting from Elons and Romeo there. Now Addy is in trouble. Mr. Timinator is not chasing him though. That's the good thing to do. Blazy and Ego Chihai. Ego Chihai is probably going to stay on the sea. Blazy is just overlooking. We've now got Baron and Yanni trying to get close to this B cap. Elons is dropped down. We're trying to see. Addy is staying where he is. Elons is dropped down. Romeo is staying put. Playing really well here. Our Immor. Elon's looking to try and get shots into Baron, and he does. Romeo Jones coming around to join him. It's all going to be happening around the B cap at this moment in time. I'm also interested to see what the... No, Blazy, Ego, Chi-Hi and Timinator are staying where they are. Romeo and Elon's really preventing anybody dropping into that B cap at the moment. Loka know that. Surftastic is just trying to cover that A cap just in case. He doesn't know where Flankio Jones is. And if we look at the map fully, I mean, Valrider's gone back towards the C cap, taking the ridges. We saw that with Loka. They took the ridges as well. There's a reason why they do that. It's to see if anybody tries to take that B cap. And Elon's is really baiting them here. It's a real bait by Elon, saying, come on, guys. Force me. Push me. Voltastic is trying to go around the flank there. Surftastic is going to go with him, same as Rico. Elon's is really baiting the Loka guys. Addy is staying out, right out on that flank. Voltastic pushing around, trying to get those spots. Doesn't know where the other tanks are. And this is the danger that they've got. Flankio Jones is here. He hasn't seen anybody yet, though. He's going to get spotted first. He has been spotted. Voltastic knows he's there. So does Surftastic. So they're changing. They have to change direction a little bit. He's got to be careful, though, because oh, look at that. That's a great shot in by Romeo Jones. And this is the problem that they had. This is why the Immor team are on those ridges to prevent this. And shots are going in left, right, and centre from the Immor guys. Voltastic now losing a lot of hit points with that move. Baron and Yanni, again, Elon's are baiting Baron and Yanni to push in. Some really good positioning here by Immor. They've got the better positions, and Loka know that. They do know that. Baron and Yanni can't really do much. They get good shots into Romeo Jones. He's trying to bait them as well, but it's Elon's who's been the pain because it's so tentative to just want to push on him, and they just can't do it. And they know they can't do it. Voltastic now is a one-shot. Surftastic is getting whittled down. Immor just bleeding Loka here. This is some great positioning by Immor. Valrider now coming in. Mr. Timinator going to push onto Addy. It's like 4 different battles going on at the same time at this rate. Finally, Baron pushes into the B cap, trying to push onto Elon's. He's got Yanni-tastic with him. Romeo James comes around to push one into Baron. Elon's is in trouble, but no. Rico comes in to help out. Romeo Jones may be able to take out Baron here. No, he doesn't. He leaves him on next to no hit points. Maybe Elon's can do it. Ego Chi-Hi comes in to help out. No, they can't take Baron down. Elon's goes down, but Romeo Jones gets the kill, and it goes to Immor. Wow, what a game that was. Immor really putting themselves into great positions and managing to turn the tables. Loka did it in the first game on Oasis Palms. This time, Immor giving Loka a taste of their medicine. I mean, that was fantastic. Elon's doing a brilliant job there. I mean, that was such a great position. Baiting everybody to take shots on him. And you just know that he's just waiting for them to push him. So all the tanks behind him can put shots in. Really, really great stuff there by Elon's. Romeo Jones as well. I mean, these two IS4s played a crucial role. So really good stuff. We go to a decider, and it's on Canal. So wow, that's a close game. I knew this game was going to be fantastic. Both clans are brilliant, and I knew this game was going to be close. And we've seen that. I mean, we saw Loka dominate from that spawn point on Oasis Palms, and now we've just seen Immor turn it around completely and give them a taste of their own medicine. So we have Loka on the south spawn, Immor on the north spawn, on Canal. Tricky map. So, I mean, there's different strats you can play on this map. You can play the it's all about caps, or you can play it's all about pressure, and, you know, drop your tanks down into the Canal area and push through. Looking at Loka, we got Foxtastic in a Vickers, Addy in an E5, Baron in an E5, Yanni in an E5, Yasik in an E5, Rico and Surftastic and Leo's. A lot of mobility there. It's going to be an interesting one to see what they do. Moving over to Immor, Romeo Jones in an IS4, Blazy in an Object 140, Ego Chi-Hi in an E5, Flankio Jones in an E5, Mr. Timinator in a Kranwagen, Valrider in a Vickers, and Elon's in an E5. So again, with the exception there of the Kranwagen, a lot of and the IS4, Quite a lot of mobility. So, who is going to win today? Who is going to win this final? It's in the hands of both teams, and it's going to be fantastic. Hit points again, not in favour of Loka, but again, has not really phased them. Although that is the first game they've lost today. So let's get up high and see where they're going. So, is it a cap strat or is it a push? It's a cap strat. So they're looking for Fantastic to get to the D cap. E5s are dropping into the C cap here. Romeo Jones and Flankio Jones moving towards the B cap. We're going to get to the back here a little bit. Fantastic is not dropping into D. They're not dropping into B either. Over there, they're just holding back as Immor. And this is, you know, we're seeing some different strats on this. Val Rider's going all the way out to the A cap. Flankio Romeo Jones here, getting bled a little bit, especially Romeo. No, sorry, yeah, they have been bled a little bit. You can see that. So A cap will be taken. C cap, they managed to prevent the C cap from being taken. Fantastic is pushing around, and look at this. Mr. Timinator going up high, trying, waiting for those spots. Elons and Ego Chi-Hi in the E5, just waiting back. Fantastic has now been spotted. Flankio Jones making a move through the canal. D cap is now being taken, so is the B cap. So cap advantage again will go to Immor on this map. And as you can see there, Flankio just pulling out in the object. Sorry, Blazy pulling out in the object 140. Going to join it with Val Rider and Flankio. They're going to now prevent the C cap from being taken. The E5, Ego Chi-Hi and Mr. Timinator still staying here. Look at those Leos. They're just sitting there waiting for the spots so they can get some great shots in. Now we can see Loka making a move towards the C cap area. Romeo Jones is hiding behind the blocks. They don't need to move now. Immor controlling the map at the moment. They just need to make sure that they can. I mean, it doesn't matter if Loka now take the C cap. What matters now is where is Loka going to push. Fantastic is trying to get up the hill to get the spots. He's managed to spot Flankio, so they know where Flankio is. Baron and Addy are waiting to jump into the C cap. At this moment in time, however, as I said, Immor don't need to do anything. Even if the C cap gets taken now, it doesn't matter to Immor. They just need to defend. And they just need to work out where the push, if a push comes, where it's going to come. And it's definitely going to come down this side. And you can see it now. Here come Loka, being led by Fantastic and Yasik. Are Immor in a good enough position to bleed out Loka with this move? I don't know. They've got their E5s and their Crown Wagon on the other side of the map. Flankio Jones is going to be in trouble here. He's going to have a lot of Loka tanks around him very quickly. He's trying desperately to get into cover, but he's got two E5s coming up the back. Two Leos and a Vickers. Poor old Flankio Jones there, out in the lurch. That's now Immor making a move towards the C cap, however, and pushing on Baron at the same time. This may pay off. Flankio may actually have been the sacrificial lamb, tying up the Immor guys. Sorry, tying up the Loka guys. Baron is in trouble now. Baron could go down here. Elon should, or even Valrider should be able to get the final coup de grace in. Yes, they do. Blazy dropping into D. C cap being taken. Again, so it's all turn around. But look at the points. The points are favouring Immor here. They need to prevent the B cap being... No, yeah, they've got to prevent that B cap being taken. But I don't think it's going to matter. I think Immor can let the B cap go. Romeo Jones, great showing to survive Tastic there. He really needed that. Romeo pulling out Immor on... Immor have got the advantage here. They really do have the advantage. Loka, the move there by allowing Flankio Jones to be basically the sacrificial lamb may have paid off for Immor. Blazy and Valrider here waiting for the Leo. Oh, the Leo's been spotted as Tastic, but he's not. No shots going in. Fantastic gets a good shot into Valrider though. Are they pushing? Yes, they are. 3 tanks are pushing. They are lights on lights. Well, medium. Romeo Jones getting pummeled a little bit there. Mr. Timinator trying to get some shots in. He's got to get those shots into Yanni. But there goes one. Can he get another one? Yes, he can, but now he's on his long reload. Now Ego, Chi-Hi and Elons need to come in and help out. Yanni is a one-shot, but it's now being changed around again. Immor losing the advantage. Loka gaining the advantage. Down goes Yanni though. That's changed it again. Immor gets the advantage back. Can they get rid of Fucktastic? It all depends now. Can they get rid of him? If they get rid of Fucktastic, yes they do. Surftastic is a one-shot. Who's going to fire first? Oh, this is close. Oh, Surftastic manages. Rico comes in to help out. He's going to be able to take Blazy. Blazy gets Surftastic. Rico, however, manages to get Blazy. It's all about Elons and Ego Chi-Hi. Ego Chi-Hi here. He's playing with Yasik and Addy. Can Ego Chi-Hi get Addy? No, he can't. Elons gets him. Mr. Timinator is still alive. It's all over. Loka, get it. How close can you get? Wow. Wow. That was an exciting game. You cannot get much closer. Wow. Rico coming in there in the Leo to take out Blazy was just and Valrider going down to Surftastic. Blazy managing to take Surftastic, but Rico coming. No, it wasn't. Rico took out Valrider and Blazy. Brilliant stuff by Loka. Great stuff by Immor. Edge of your seats. It was Loka. It was Immor, then Loka, then Immor, then Loka, then Immor, who was so close, and then Loka go and take it. Wow, what a final. And this is only the first one. I mean, you're not going to get better than that, guys. I mean, that was fantastic. I loved every minute of that final. So, let's press the wrong one. Let's see how it all looks. Who won what and when. So, Souls in Reti. Souls winning against Reti. Reti coming second. In third place, it's PF. So, Souls top the group. Reti second, PF third. Moving down. Cross coming first. Dodge coming second. Slow One coming third, turning over 7-star. BPS turning over quick to take the top. And DWFs coming in third. Aqua beating 1-0-0 and Fu4 coming in third. Chard beating Vibes, Demon coming third. So that would have been a good one. I mean, Vibes played well to get to where they are. Loka beating Immor, UN beating Mir and coming third. Ooh. APA beating Raid and Imrek coming third. That's an interesting one. Let's see how that went. 2-1 to APA. So it was a close game. Souls beating BHBP and TFCZ coming third in that group. Moving down the group still. M4 Rue against Sist. M4 coming first. Sist coming second. JO46 coming third. Moving down. Kana beating H1Z1. So Kana topping the group. H1Z1 coming second. And Weird coming third. Carrying on down. Gunai's turning over S4W and Venom are third in that group. So that would have been a good one. Serenity beating Sparta to come first and second. And Vale turning over Wanted coming in third. So well done, my guys. Well done, Vale. Chuffed to bits, guys. Carrying on down. Endgame turning over Zenith and Goofs coming in third. Exy beating 7 Erks and RNG coming third. That's good for RNG. Chuffed about that. And that's it. So, we are back again tomorrow. Oh, loved every minute of that. Don't know how I'm following tomorrow just yet. We'll find out later. But I must admit, I loved every single minute of that. That was a fantastic final. Really good stuff. And really well played by Loka and Immor. Edge of your seat stuff. Loved every minute of it. Let me just type something. So, I'm back again tomorrow. Firstly with, sorry about my squeaky chair, I can't help that. I've got to get a new one. I need more coffee. That's better. Coffee. So anyway, massive congratulations to Loka. It was a great win, well deserved. But awesome gameplay by Immor. Really loved that final. I really can't say any more than that. It was fantastic. Loved every single minute of it. As I said, I'm back tomorrow. I'll be first off with Asia and then back on EU. Don't know who I'm streaming yet. I don't think I've had the details come through, but we'll find out. And as soon as I find out, then obviously I will let it, or I will announce it on the stream write-up. I've been Fujit. That has been a thoroughly entertaining opening day of the Prove Your Skill for the winter season 2021. As I say again, massive congratulations to all those teams who won tonight. Some of them are not surprising, to be fair, but I have seen some. There are some teams that are up and coming, and we've seen some great gameplay, especially in the groups that we've seen. I mean, that was a great final. I'm sorry, it's just a fantastic final, and can't say better than that, really. Can't say better than that. Loved every minute of it. Right, and with that, I'm off, guys. So thank you everybody on YouTube for watching. Thank you, Yesne Boy, for your YT membership. Really appreciate that, mate. Really chuffed to bits. Can't say any more than that. And again, don't forget, massive, massive congratulations to Rolling Swarm for a baby swarm. There you go. What else can I say? Why am I being told off by people? What do you mean 12 hours back? Anyway, I've just been told off. Because I announced, I said congratulations to Rolling. Well, why can't I? Congratulations to Rolling. Everybody swamp him. He's a daddy. He deserves it. At the end of the day, he's over the moon. Surely he must be. Anyway, I'm out of here. Catch you all later, guys. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I loved every minute of that. I hope you did. And I'll see you all again tomorrow, hopefully. Until then, have a lovely rest of your Saturday and all the best. Bye for now.